Hey y'all, it's Lauren, aka the Soap Witch, and this time I'm going to do a growth comparison. So I flat ironed my hair back in March. I shared the video, I want to say in June, so there is a bit of a lag. The time before that, the soonest time before that I had flat ironed it was November 2019. So I guess somewhere in the year and a half mark, year and a quarter. So knowing that, I did a comparison video earlier this year, like January, of a year of hair growth and change in health using a twist out that I had done the previous January. So I wanted to do a similar video with me flat ironing my hair, just because I was just I was in such shock when I had straightened my hair out in March, because I've just only been doing exclusively natural styles, wash and goes, twist outs, mostly wash and goes, and the shrinkage is real. So like I had no idea how long my hair had gotten, and so when I straightened it, I was just kind of stunned. I was like stuck. I was like, wow. So I just wanted to do a comparison to just kind of give you guys an idea of the change in my hair since then. So what I've just gotten here is a side by side. Luckily, I'm a pack rat digitally as well as physically. So like you can already see that. Did you see that? The two working on the two sides and how much longer the one on the right is. Anyway, so I've done a side by side. On the left side is the November 2019. And then on the right side is when I straightened my hair in March. So one of the first things I kind of noticed was I actually looked like I did a much better job of blow drying it in November. This is me being needlessly nitpicky, but it looks like I did a better job of blow drying it on the left. So I don't know if it was easier to straighten or not. And then also I'm using a different flat iron in the left versus the right. Just because, and I can't even remember the one on the left. It's like super popular. It's got the steam and the whatever, and it combs it while it does it and all that stuff. I'll remember it, like later when it doesn't matter. But contrary to popular, belief or whatever, I don't actually like that flat iron that much. I don't think it gets my hair as straight as I would like. It got it straight enough for the video, but then it was like, I felt like it was really poofy after the fact, which you won't see here because that's not the point of this video. Anyway, just a random commentary about how I felt about the flat iron. So this other one on the right is one I just got from a Facebook ad. Facebook ads, they getting me. Anyway, I have another one that I actually want to try from deeperthanhair.com. But man, talk about highly coveted. It is so hard to get one of those. So in future, it's going to be time for me to flat iron my hair soon. So when I get that one, I'll do another flat iron video, and it'll probably be 3 months behind. But anyway, so I can still see just the progress, just as I'm not even finished with the hair. So I have a lot more grays. Okay, focused. Anyway, so I'm just even noticing as I go through and I'm just flat ironing, not anywhere near done, that just the pieces that I'm flat ironing are so much longer. And I think that was when I was starting to realize that, man, it was more than I thought as I was doing my hair in March, because I'm like, man, I'm not used to having to go down this far. So especially since I did not do as good a job of blow drying my hair. I don't have the blow dry video on this one because I didn't take one in November. I just only showed the flat ironing process in November. So just to get as close a comparison as possible, I only put the flat iron portion in the side-by-side comparison. But my video from a couple weeks ago does show the whole entire, like from when I was blow drying to flat ironing. And I blow dried with, it's like a blow dryer brush, like Conair somebody makes it. There's like a whole bunch of different kinds, but I use a blow dryer brush, and it was like the first time I've ever done it. So I kind of have some techniques I want to try next time, just to see if I can get it a little straighter before I flat iron it this next time around. Also, the new flat iron I want to get is like all special titanium metal iron stuff, floating plate, etc. Look, it sounded fancy, so I'm getting it. Anyway, but everyone's hair always just looks like gold after she's done with it, and I'm not a professional stylist, so I don't expect my results to look as good as hers, but I mean, if they're even close, I'll be satisfied. Okay, so anyway, back to the topic. I'm so terrible. I need somebody here to remind me. Anyway, so getting on to being finished, onto the front here. The one that I am using actually did turn out to be a pretty decent flat iron. One of the things I didn't like about it was how wide it is, because you really can't do curls and stuff, those big, really fat, wide ones. And in some areas I did too many passes, but you know, you live and you learn. And it had been well over a year since I flat ironed my hair. Oh my god. So I was quite rusty. Very rusty. So anyway, back to what I was saying 15 minutes ago. Is that I have my little comb that I'm just using. And as I go through and flat iron, I did pretty small pieces. I'm just combing them out as I go to try to avoid kinks and that kind of thing, to try to get as smooth a result as possible. So I'm getting on to the end kind of in both videos, though they couldn't be perfectly in sync, but I try to get them as much as possible, even just the front. And that's usually not my problem area. The back is usually my problem area, so I was really shocked at how much of that I retain even. So I try to get my edges as much as possible. I don't have my hot comb anymore. I retired it. It was like a plug-in type anyway. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but with the flat irons being so good, and typically I can get the edges pretty straight with the flat iron, I just retired it. So getting on to the end here, and these last few pieces, you can just see on the right side I'm done, and I'm just kind of combing it out, and I'm just like, wow, I don't remember the last time my hair was this long. At least that's what I'm saying to myself in my head and now out loud. And it also looks pretty healthy. It's pretty shiny. I've been trying really hard to stay consistent with taking care of it, but I mean, it's all down my back, y'all. Like, it was all down my back. Now, I was definitely in need of a trim, so I did get a trim later, but I still didn't lose many inches. So I'm gonna do the turnaround thing on the left from November 19 here, at some point. Okay, are you gonna turn around or what? There we go. So you can just see, like, wow, the difference, like the amount of inches. And this is still longish, but I mean, just woo. Okay, so anyway, thanks for coming by. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.